working?
麦克风
Can you guys hear? You hear me?
大
Yes.
家都听得清楚我的声音吗？
Okay. My name is Terri Terry,
我的名字叫做 Terri Terry，
and I am almost 68 years old.
我几乎已经68岁了。
I've been to China many times. I see some friends from Hong Kong,
我去过中国很多次，
some
所
friends
以
from Guangzhou
认
and
识一些香
Shenzhen.
港的朋友、广州朋友、深圳的朋友，还有一些来上过我课
So I'm
的。
glad to be here with you this afternoon.
所以呢，下午很高兴能够再跟大家在一起。
They've asked me to come and talk a little bit about worship,
他们请我来教一点关于敬拜这个主题。
and I love to talk about worship.
那我很想也很
And
喜
just
欢
so
教
you
导
know,
敬
this is
拜。
not just something that I've thought up on my own. I went to school. I have 2 undergraduate degrees in music.
那我要让大家知道呢，这可不是我自己发明的，我有2个这个音乐的学士
And I
的
have 3
学位，
postgraduate degrees in theology.
然后呢有2个这个硕士的神学的学位
I，wrote my dissertation on the essentiality of worship.
然后呢还有这个敬拜的这个博士的学位。
I have a daughter and a granddaughter
我有1个女儿，还有1个外
and
孙女，
4 dogs.
还有4只狗。
4 dogs. I love dogs.
我很喜欢狗，有4只。
How do you say dog in Chinese?
狗中文普通话怎么讲？狗。
Dog. Okay. I don't eat gao.
我不吃狗肉。
And I have 1 cat.
我有1只猫。
How do you say cat? Mao. Mao.
Yeah.
Mao. Okay. I don't eat Mao.
我也不吃猫肉。
I have 3 goldfish.
我有3条金鱼，
I do eat fish.
但是鱼呢，我倒是吃的。
I do eat fish.
我有吃鱼。
So I'm coming to you today to talk to you a little bit about this word that I have on the board.
所以呢，今天我来给大家教一下这个写在白板上
Because
这
that
些
is the
字。
word for worship the way David would have written it.
因为呢，这个字呢，就是大卫当年写敬拜的时候所写的这
David
个字。
spoke another language.
大卫他讲的是另外一个语言，
Jesus spoke that same language.
那但是呢，耶稣讲的也是那个
And
语言。
because Jesus was a Jew and not a Christian,
你要知道，耶稣是犹太人，而他不是基督徒，
he thought like a Jew.
所以呢，他的思想是犹太人的思想。
Now, I have learned, having visited China,
那我已经去过了中
and
国，
I'm going to Brazil later this summer.
还有呢，今年夏天我要
And
去
I
巴
know
西。
that, I'm sorry, and I know that the Chinese people, I was told this, is this true, that if I don't eat every grain of rice in my bowl, that I will marry a man with pimples?
有人告诉我呢，如果我们不把你碗里的饭吃完的话呢，我就会嫁一个脸上都是豆子的男生，是这样吗？
So when I was in Shenzhen a couple years ago, someone at the table at this retreat I was with Pastor over here, they said you're gonna end up marrying a man with pimples if you don't finish your rice.
所以那2年前我到深圳的时候呢，当我没有办法把我碗里的饭吃完的时候呢，在座的牧师跟我讲，你这样会嫁给脸上都是豆子的弟兄哦。
Now that is a cultural thing.
这是一个文化上面的事情
You，might think that,
你可能会这样的想法
Because you're Chinese，
因为你是中国人。
but Jesus would have thought different kind of thoughts.
可是呢，耶稣会有不一样的想法。
Now before I explain this word worship to you,
那在我们来解释关于这个敬拜的字
I
之
want you to
前，
remember there's a verse in the Old Testament that says, without a vision,
我要你们先知道，在旧约里面这一句
the
话
people
说，没有意象，
perish.
民就放肆，
放肆.
放肆。
Okay? Without a vision, the people perish.
没有意象，民就放肆。
Now, when I was a pastor and I would read that scripture,
那我以前是牧师的时候呢，我
I
读这个
thought,
经
well,
文，
that has to do with the vision that I have for my ministry.
我想的意象呢，就是想关于我事工的意象，
Because I'm an American.
因为呢，我是美国人
And
嘛。
we think very like goal-oriented.
那我们的思考呢，都是非常目标导向的。
So when I would open this scripture and teach it to my congregation,
所以当我一打开这个经文教我会
I
众的
would
时
say
候，
things like, if we don't have a plan for the new building,
所以呢，我就会说，假设对我们的新建筑没有计划
we
的
will
话，
perish.
我们就会放肆。
But if you read that in Jesus' language,
可是如果你用耶稣的语言来读的
this
话，
word vision does not mean
这个意象它的意思呢，
it does not mean whether or not you have a plan for your new church
根本不是说你对你的新教会有没有计
or
划，
a plan for your life
或者你对你的生命有没有
or
什
a
么计
plan
划，
for your children or your ministry.
也不是你对你孩子或你事工的计划。
This word in Hebrew,
这个话在希伯来文里面的意思是，
Jesus spoke Aramaic,
也就是耶稣所讲的这个语
which is a
言，
form of Hebrew.
当时呢是希伯来文的一种形式，
Just like the Chinese have two forms of their language, Mandarin
就像中国们也有两种形式，
What's
的
the other
是
one?
普通话，另外一个是
Cantonese, but it's still basically the language of the Chinese people.
就像呢，我们中文有许多的普通话，还有许多的方言，但基本上都算在
So
同一
in
个语言里
Hebrew,
面。
this is important
所以呢，在希伯来话里面，
because the word there says, without a good look at God.
这个意象呢，就是讲到呢，没有对神有一个好的眼光。
Now we go to church and we can get a good look at Mike Bickle.
我们到教会的时候呢，我们总会好好的看的我们的毕麦克牧师，
And we can get a good look at Misty
我们也可以好好的看看 Missy
and John Thurlow.
或是 John Thurlow。
But the Bible doesn't say that if you get a good look at a person other than Jesus,
但是呢，圣经上并没有说呢，要你对这些人看得多过耶稣。
without a good look at God,
就是说呢，你如果没有对神有一个正确的眼
people
光，
perish.
人就会放肆，就会灭亡。
So perish, what does that mean?
所以这个灭亡、放
I
肆是什么
thought
意
it
思
meant that
呢？
they would die.
也就是说呢，我以为是人会死掉，
But the Hebrew word again doesn't mean that.
可是呢，英文的这个希伯来文的放肆呢，不是这样的意
If you
思。
translate it literally,
如果你是直接照字句
looks
来翻
like
译的
this.
话，
Look up here.
大家看我就像这样的意思。
Without a good look at God, people's hair gets messed up.
就是呢，你如果对神没有正确的眼光，没有好好看神，你的头发会变得这样乱七八糟，
They are a mess.
就是他们会一团糟。
Without a good look at God, we are all a mess.
如果我们对神没有好的眼光，没有好的看待的话呢，我们就会一团糟。
Without a good look at God, people are a mess.
对神没有好的眼光，我们就会一团糟。
Now, you and I know people who have come to church for years,
那你跟我呢？我们这些去教会很多年的
and they
人，
got a good look at the pastor,
我们都知道呢，我们都常
and a
常的
good
在
look
看
at the elders,
牧师，在看长老
and，a good look at the worship team,
还一天到晚在看我们的敬拜团，
but they never really got a good look at God, and they walked away with their hair messed up.
但是呢，他们从来没有好好的看神，然后呢，离开教会的时候呢，头发一团乱的离开。
So today, when I talk to you about worship,
所以今天当我来教大家关于敬
I want
拜
to，give it to you through Hebrew eyes,
我要帮助你们从希伯来人的眼光来看，
because that's the way Jesus understood it.
因为这正是耶稣理解的角度。
Now let's talk a minute about worship in the church.
那我们来谈谈在教会里面的敬拜。
In the church,
在教会里面呢，
we think that worship is the slow songs.
我们以为呢，敬拜就是慢歌。
Worship.
敬拜，
And so when I go to China, the Chinese respond to that kind of music.
当我到中国呢，一弹这种音乐，中国人反应都很好，
Because culturally, you understand that to be worship.
因为在文化上呢，我们觉得这就是敬拜。
And I've seen some of you even today in the prayer room.
那今天呢，我看到你们在座有一些人
And
在
when
祷告
Chris
室，
Tomlin, who's kind of a wild man,
然后在 Chris 上呢，他比较疯狂一点，
he's playing stuff like this.
音乐是这样子。
And young white people are young black people are loving this.
这些年轻的黑人、年轻的白人弟兄都很开心，
And Asians,
可是亚
Koreans,
洲人、
and
韩
Chinese
国
go,
人、中国人怎么会这样反应？
not sure because culturally it doesn't feel like worship.
不太确定到底对不对，因为就文化上来讲，这感觉不
So
像敬
worship
拜。
is not music.
所以呢，敬拜其实不关乎音乐风格
Worship，is not music.
音乐不等于敬拜。音
Music has a power all its own because it's a sound.
乐它有力量呢， 呢？是因为它里面有声响。
And you and I are made out of sound.
而你跟我是因为声音而受造而成的。
The Bible says God spoke, and we were created.
圣经上说呢，神说话，我们就被创造。神
And the
说话，
worlds were created.
我们就被创造了。
And because the worlds were created through His sound, we respond to sound.
我们是被神的声响、神的话语而创造的，所以我们自然会对声
That's
响
why
有感
music
应。
moves us.
这也是为什么音乐能够打动我们。
In heaven, all of heaven is worshiping with more than music.
在天上呢，在那里的敬拜是不只是音乐的敬拜，
They are worshiping as Jesus asked, in spirit and in truth.
他们的敬拜呢是如耶稣所说的，用心灵和诚实，也就是用真理的
So
敬
let's
拜。
look at this word worship.
那我们来看看敬拜这个字，
Now, this language that I have on the board there,
在白板上所写的这个语言呢，这个
those
文
little
字，
pictures are very much like the Chinese language. They are pictures of actions.
这个文字呢，就像中国的象形文字一样，这里是画一个动作。
Now, these Hebrew letters, when they were first written, were not letters like we write today.
像这个希伯来文呢，它起初被写成的时候，并不像今天我们所写
They
的，
were pictures that told about an action.
它们是一些画面、图画来描绘出一些动作。
Now, this little guy right here,
然后在这里这个小
if we look at him from
小
our
人，
cultural context, we say, oh, there's the picture of worship with their hands up.
就他们一看呢，会觉得说这就是文化里面，从他们文化角度，你
But
会以为
that's not what that letter means.
我们会以为这好像是一个敬拜的手举起来的
This
意
is
思
the，letter.
但是其实在它的字母里面是的意思。
It means to expel air
就表示是发出空气，
or to suck it in.
或是吸气，
It means the movement of air.
意思也就是这个气流的动作。
So this is air.
所以呢，这里是讲到气。
This is a Hebrew letter called chet.
那这个呢是希伯来的字
And it means
叫做
to, it means like a bridge. It connects.
意思好像一个桥梁来连
Like,
接。譬如说，
give me your hand. My arm is a connector.
譬如说呢，我的手臂是一个连接，连接到他的身上，所以这是一
It
个连
means
接，
connecting.
连接，
Okay. Engia.
连接。
Lengia.
Yes.
Okay. Is that right? Did I say it good?
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you. So this word worship, so far we're looking at it, the third letter in the word worship is the word shin.
所以呢，再来在敬拜这个字的第三个字
Which
母是
means
shin，
intimacy.
意思是表示亲密，
Now, not sexual intimacy,
但是呢，不是指性方面的亲
but
密，
friendship intimacy.
而是那种友谊、情谊上的亲密。
It has some overtones that mean that I am swimming
那也有一
in the
点就
same
是，
water as God when
我
I
跟
worship.
神在同一个水里面游泳。
So this concept of worship for Jesus
所以呢，敬拜这个概念，在耶稣的眼中
meant
呢
that，I would connect with His breath
意思就是呢，我跟神的
and
气息
connect
连
with
结
Him，in intimacy.
并且呢，在亲密里面跟神连结。
So when you sit quietly at a traffic light in Beijing,
所以呢，假设你是在北京等，或在台湾等这个红绿灯，台北等红绿灯的时候，
and you're waiting for the light to turn red,
你在那里等红灯变绿，
and you say to God,
你就对神说
I hate this traffic,
我好
but
讨
I
厌这个
love
交
you.
通，但是我爱你，
You are
你就在敬拜了，
You are connecting
因为你就跟神连
with who
接，
God is.
跟神的所事连接。
Now, this concept of worship is all through the Bible.
这样的概念呢，这样的敬拜概念，在整本圣经里面
I
都会
want you to
看到。
turn for a scripture for me into Exodus 34:14.
我们一起来看出埃及记34章14节。
34:14, and when we all get it, if you could read it together out loud, it would be really helpful.
当我们找到以后呢，我们一起来读出埃及记34章14节。来，
Go.
不可找到了吗？
到了，
好，
好，
来， 不可敬拜别神，因为耶和华是祭邪的神，名为祭邪者。
Now God is saying to his people, you're gonna worship no other gods but me.
神在这里跟他的百姓说呢，你们要敬拜，但是呢，只敬拜我，不能敬拜别的神。
And when the Hebrews read that, they didn't think anything about music.
当希伯来人写这些字的时候，他们脑子里完全没想到音
They
乐。
saw those letters and they said, oh,
他们看到这些字母的时候，他们心里是
I
想
will
说
feel the breath of God.
哦，我要感受到神的气息，我要跟神亲密的连结，我会感受到他的气息。
Now the context is this: after this, God says this scripture after Israel has decided to break a covenant.
这个经文呢，是在神在以色列人他们毁约之后呢，神对他们说的。
Now let me talk to you about marriage in God's eyes.
那我们来谈谈在神的眼中对
Do
婚
I
姻的
have a
看法。
married couple here that's willing to be foolish?
这里有没有已婚的夫妇愿意来当傻瓜，在众人面前示范一下？
I need someone.
愿意为我们出糗一下？
Come on, come on, come on.
要一对，
Oh, this is good. Yeah, yeah.
要一对，要一对，
All right. So turn this way.
请转过来。
Okay, now we're going to pretend they are married. You're married, right?
Yes.
Okay. You can tell they're married because they're wearing the same pants.
你们看他们夫妻穿裤子一样的。
Okay, so this married couple,
所以呢，这对
if they
夫妇，
were in Israel,
假设如果他们在以色列，
they would begin to write a list.
他们要开始写一个清单。
They would begin to write a list. Hold this. And when on this list, she would write down
那在这个清单
as
上
the
的
bride
这位新娘呢，她要写下
what she
来，
wanted from the groom.
就是呢，她从新郎她想要得到什
And
么，
he
她要
would
写
do
下
the same
来
thing.。
同样的，新郎也要做，
And he would do the same thing, and he would write down what he wants from a wife.
他也要写下来他对他妻子的期望。
Now let's have him read his list. What is it you want from a wife?
那我们请他来读一下他的清单。你对你妻子，你期待有什么？
他爱我。
Loving me,
What she said?
loving me，
He wants kisses.
他亲一下的意思。
Most men want kisses.
大多数的弟兄想要的都是这个，这也没有不好。
What else do you want?
那你还要什么
就是我爱他。
？Me loving her，
Okay, now what do you want from her?
是你希望他的，你对他的期望，
我希望他
You want her to do the dishes or
比较事务上的等等。
我希望他
做饭吗？
我希望他可以会做饭。
cooking，
cooking?
Yeah.
好做饭。
That's good. What else?
还有呢？讲
会开车。
driving。
You want her to drive?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. What is it you want from him as a husband?
那你这个妻子呢？你对你丈夫的期待是什么？
What do you want?
你的期待是什么？
瘦一点，
You want him to stay skinny. What else do you want?
还有其他的呢
You want
有钱，
what?
？Rich
Money. That's very typical of
这
girls.
是典型的，大部分姐妹都要
We
这
girls
个，
want to be taken care of.
因为姐妹都希望被好好的照顾。
One more.
再一样，
做家事，
the short of house
To what?
housework， 对的 housework，
Housework. This is a good one. Yeah.
这一点很好。
So what they just created there was what the Old Testament calls a ketubah.
所以呢，刚刚他们刚形成了一份呢，
Stay right
在
there.
旧约叫做 ketubah 的东西，请两位先留在这里。
Now a ketubah,
那一个 ketubah 是什么呢
Ketubah, ketubah,
？ketubah
and it means an agreement of marriage.
这代表的意思呢，就是一个对婚姻的同意，一个协同。
In a Jewish wedding ceremony, the bride writes down all those things, and the groom writes down all those things, and they both sign it and say yes.
在犹太人的婚姻里面呢，新郎会写下这份清单，新娘也会写下这份清单，然后呢，他们都同时签名，并且说我们同意。
And if they do not live up to this, it's grounds for divorce.
那如果呢，他们没达到其中标准的话呢，他们是可以离婚的。
So I wanted you to pretend right now
所以
this
呢
is God,
现在我要你们假装说这位是神，
And this is Israel.
那这位是以色列。
And God says to Israel at Pentecost,
那神呢，在这个五旬节的时候呢，对以色
He
列人这
speaks
样
through
说。
Moses, and He speaks to all the people, and He says, Will you do all the things that I ask you to do to be my people?
他对摩西对以色列历代是说，你们愿意做这些做成为我的百姓。你现在就对以色列人这样子要求。
And she says,
那他说，
Oh, yeah. Yes, very good. Okay, so now God and Israel are married.
那现在呢，神跟以色列就进入一个婚姻了，结婚了。
And God is happy, and He says to Moses, Come on back up on the mountain. Let's leave my wife down there, leave Israel down there for a few more days.
那神呢现在很高兴，他说：“好，你现在让我的妻子，我的以色列。”他对摩西说：“
So God
把我的妻
and Moses
子
go
以
up
色
the
列
hill.
先留在那里。”所以呢，神就把摩西带上了
God
西奈山
disappears.
好，就在那里了。神离开了。
Israel
但现在以色列自己
decides
在这
that
里，
He's gone too long
他们觉得呢，神离开他们太久，
because she wants a new backpack.
因为呢，他想要一个这个
And
新
she
的包包，
wants this new checkered jacket.
他又想要一件新的外
She
套
had，this in Israel. She had this in Israel. She wants this purse.
他又想要这个包。
And God seems like He's gone.
可是呢，神好像不管他在那里。
So she puts together all of these things and creates an idol called a cow.
所以呢，他就把他想要他喜欢这些东西呢放在一起，做了一个
She
叫做
says, I
金牛
like
犊。
what I had in Egypt better. I'm afraid he'll never come back.
他说呢，我觉得我在埃及以前日子过得比较好，神
And she
大概永远
begins to
不会回来了。然后呢，他就开始很开心啦，庆祝啦。
And God says, Oh, go down the hill, Moses. Now
神
you're
就对摩
Moses.
西说：“你到山下吧。
And Moses is mad now. ”
那摩西现在很生
He's
气，
mad because she's dancing.
因为呢，这个以色列人跳舞很开心，
And so he breaks
所以
the stones.
摩西
Break
就
them.
把
Just break them.
这个与石板摔破了，
And now they start to grow.
大家都开始哭了。
And here we have now. Thank you. You're both done. Here we have. Yeah, give them a clap. It's good. Here we have now. God says to them the scripture I just read to you, which is, "Thou shalt worship no other gods."
于是呢，就在这样的情境呢，就是我们刚刚看的这段经文，神说不可敬拜别神。
They had broken the first law that He had given them.
以色列人已经毁坏了神给他们的第一份律法。
So God now has a problem.
那现在神在手边有这个麻烦了，
He has an unfaithful wife.
他有一个不忠实的妻子，
And this unfaithful wife that he has hurt him badly.
而这位不忠心的妻子呢，很严重的伤害了神的心。
Think about how you would feel if your boyfriend or your girlfriend, you saw them at the movies with another person.
假设呢，如果你看见你的男朋友或你的女朋友，你看见他在电影里面跟别的另外一个人在一起，你会有什么感受
He？ says, I am jealous. You should not do this. Be intimate
神说呢，我是忌邪，我就
and
感觉很
friendly
嫉
with
妒，
anybody but me.
因为你竟然跟别人有亲密，而不是跟我有亲密的连结。
Now, this concept of being faithful is hard for us.
所以呢，这种中性的概念呢，对我们来讲却是很难的，
We don't understand what a ketubah is,
因为我们不了解 ketubah 是什么。
but in the New Testament,
但是呢，在新约里面，
at the same time as Pentecost,
在这个五旬节的时候呢，
we hear this promise that says, when you're all gathered in that room at IHOP,
我们呢听到的这个应许说，当你们聚集在这个哀嚎这个地方的时候呢，
I'm going to bring my breath and connect with you again.
我要再一次降下我的气息，把你们再一次连接起来。
And we call that this wonderful fulfillment
我们把这样一个成
of His
就呢，
promise.
这样这
The
是神的应
ketubah
许，
is back in place.
这就是 ketubah 又重新恢复了
Not。just with Gentiles, but back in place with the Jews.
不只是跟外邦人恢复，而且跟犹太人也恢复了。
God doesn't have a second wife.
神从来不娶第二个妻子，
You and I get to go with the wife, But God didn't replace Israel with us.
我们并不是取代了以色列，而是呢，我们得以跟以色列一起来前进。
So we have this conundrum, we have this problem. Where's the eraser? There it is. The idea of worship then has everything to do with me being intimately friendly with God and connecting with Him.
所以呢，其实敬拜的概念呢，就是我跟神很亲密、很有友谊的连结。
How many of you like to watch television? Tell the truth.
都是很喜欢看电视的，举手。老实的举手，我看
We're
看。
all just telling a lie.
大家都不诚实哦。
We're just telling a lie. We all like movies.
我们都喜欢看电影、
We
电
all
视、
like that.
电脑，我们都很喜欢嘛。
And sometimes it can become
有
a
时
real
候呢，
focus for us.
可能就会变成我们太过的重点。
And this is when we have to remember that the one I'm supposed to be most intimate with,
所以呢，这个时候
connect with,
就是我们要来记得，谁是我们应该最紧紧连结的那一位，也就是耶稣。
So what's the problem here? The problem is that Jesus comes along and presses the issue with the New Testament. He presses it.
那耶稣呢，他来到这里呢，他就是再次把这个事情呢，这个显明出来。
Turn to Matthew 5.
在马太福音第5章的时候，耶稣这样做。
Now some of you may have heard before, but you won't have heard all of it. Okay?
有些人过去可能听过，但是可能没有完全听
Matthew
过
5。
马太福音第5章，
I think it's verse 41. I never can remember this. Where is it?
大概在40几节左右。
Matthew 5.
马太福音第5章，
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Matthew 5. Now Matthew 5 is a very, very important scripture.
马太福音是非常重要的一段
When I
经
went to
文。
Bible
第5章，
college,
我以前去圣经学
they
院的时
said
候，
that this section
他们跟我说呢，这
the
段经文
Bible
在圣经里
is
面这段
probably
经
the
文，
most pivotal verses of the Bible, of the New Testament.
可以是新约里面最指标性的一段经文。
I'm sorry, it's verse 43.
那在43节，马太福音第5章43节，
Matthew
马太福音
5,
第5章
43.
43节。
Now I want you to read it through the end of that chapter. I think chapter 6 starts at
我要请你们
verse
5章43节一路读到48节，大家都找到了
So I
吗？
want you to read it out loud, please.
找到以后，我们就大声的来读来。你们听见有话说，恨你的仇敌，只是我告诉你们，要爱你们的仇敌，为那逼迫你们的祷告，这样就可以做你们天父的儿子。因为他叫日头照好人，也照歹人，降雨给义人，也给不义的人。你们若单爱那爱你们的人，有什么赏赐呢？就是税吏不也是这样行吗？你们若单请你弟兄的安，比人有什么长处呢？就是外邦人不也是这样行吗？所以你们要完全，像你们的天父完全一样。
Okay, so it says, you have heard it said that you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy.
所以呢，这里说到呢，你们听见有话说，当爱你的邻舍，
Now,
恨你
to
的
be
仇敌。
intimate with God, to be intimate with Him,
我们要跟神亲密的连结，
I have to know who He is.
首先我要知道他是谁呀？
And He says
那他说，
that He is one who has been told, love your neighbor
在这里呢，他是那一位说要爱你邻舍的那一位，
and hate your enemy.
要恨你仇敌。
And so to get to know who this God is, get a good look at Him,
你要认识这个神呢，你就要好好的看他。
He says, you've heard this before, love your neighbor
他说呢，听说这样的话，要爱你的邻舍，
and hate
恨你的仇敌，
Japanese.
恨日本人。
Now I know a little bit of Chinese history.
我对中国历史稍微有一点理解。
Love your neighbor, but hate those Japanese.
爱你的邻舍，但恨那些日本
But he
人。
says to you,
但是呢，耶稣这样
Verse 44
说，在44节，
love Japan.
他说要爱日本人，
Love the Japanese people.
爱日本，
Pray
要为他
for the
们，
Japanese people who persecuted you.
为那逼迫你们的日本人祷告。
He is showing us
他在告诉我们，
that to feel his breath and be a worshiper, we have to change the way we think and the way that we move towards people.
如果我们要感受到他的气息呢，我们就要改变我们的方式，改变我们对待人的反应，还有我们的想法。
Because then he says, I think it's verse 45, you do this. Why do I want you to do this?
那45节呢，耶稣告诉我们他为什么要我们这样做。
Because I want you to be a worshiper in spirit and truth. I want you to be a son. I want you to be a daughter.
他说呢，因为我要你们做一个在心灵和诚实敬拜的人，我要你们做我的儿子，做我的女儿。
Because I send rain on Japan as well as rain on China.
因为呢，我降雨在日本，我也降雨在中国。
I send sunshine on the Muslim nations as well as the Western nations.
日头是照在穆斯林的国家，日头也照在西方的国家。
He is trying to give us a good look at who he is.
耶稣在这里要给我们一个好的眼光，看出他是谁。他跟我们不一样。
And then later, I think it's the last verse, he says,
稍后呢，在最后一节他说，所以
whenever you say 所以，
每当你们说所
whenever you
以，
hear 所以，
每当你听到
it's
所以，
because God is telling you that everything he's talked about before that has a concluding statement.
就是呢，前面神已经告诉你了很多的事情，这里接下来就是一个结论。
The concluding statement is this.
这里的结论是什么呢？
Be perfect.
要完全。
That's terrible.
太糟了，
I can't do that.
因为我办不到，
I don't know how to be perfect.
我不晓得怎么能够完全。
Now, I always use this example. At IHOP,
譬如呢，在 IHOP 的话，
if you're here long enough, you will see that all the girls, to be perfect, have long hair.
如果呢你够久的话，你就知道呢，所谓这个完美的女孩呢，就是要长头
And they
发，
wear skinny.
而且都要很瘦。
And they wear, in the winter, they wear hoodies.
那夏天呢，他们要穿这个帽 T，
Or they wear flannel plaid shirts.
然后这个要穿某一类的衣服，
And all the guys wear ball caps that say KC.
然后男生呢都要戴一个写着 KC 的棒球帽。
So if you want to be perfect here at IHOP, that's what you do.
所以呢，如果你要在 IHOP 是一个完美的形象，你就该这样穿着。
I've been to Korea. I've never been to Japan, but I've been to Korea and China. And I have learned that the Koreans and the Asian people in general think that you have to be perfect. For girls, it means skinny.
那我去过韩国，我去过中国呢，我知道呢，在这些地方呢，对女人完美的印象就是你要很瘦。
And for boys, it means money.
那男人呢，就是要有钱才完美。
But God's not saying that.
但是神说的不
The
是
word
这样。
he uses there,
在这里他用的这
the
个字呢，
Hebrew word for perfect,
希伯来字的完美的意
is
思，完全的
tam,
意思
T-A-M,
是
tam,
tam。
tam. Be ye tam.
就是说呢，你要 tam
What's the Chinese word for perfect?
完全
Oh my gosh. Okay. 完全.
，yeah，
Be ye 完全.
就是你要完全。
If we were speaking this, if Jesus were speaking, he would say, Be ye tam.
如果是耶稣说的话，他就会说你要 tam，
What does that mean?
这什么意思呢？
There's a symbol, there are pictures for that.
在这里有一个画面，
Now, in Hebrew, you read from this side to this side.
就是有一个图画。那希伯来是由右往左
In the U.S., we
读
read
的。
from this side to this side.
那美国我们英文是由左往右。
So tam means, this is how it's written.
那 tam 在希伯来文是这样写的。
This symbol
这个符号呢，
is a symbol of marked or finished,
是一个这个
complete.
做完的一个记号，已经整全了。
This looks like wavy line
那下面这个好像波浪的线条呢，
is the Hebrew letter mem.
那再是希伯来字母的 mem。
And what it is saying in this word tam is that wholeness overtakes mem. What is mem? Mem, okay.
那意思呢？这个字的意思呢，就是这个整全呢胜过了 mem。那 mem 是什么意思呢？
Mem, that symbol right there was a picture of chaos.
那 mem 这个字呢，这个符号呢，就象征混乱的一个符号，混乱。
So God says, Be ye tam, which means let completeness overtake your mess.
那所以当神说呢，你要 tam 的意思呢，就是让这个整全呢掌胜过你的混乱。
So being perfect.
所以呢，要完全。
I'm an ex-Catholic. Are there very many Catholics in China?
我以前是天主教徒，在中国有天主教吗？
Yeah, yeah. Well, as a Catholic, to be a good Catholic,
你知道，如果要做个
you
好
had
的
to
天
say
主
your
教徒，
rosary.
你要会念你的玫瑰经，每天念，
And you had to genuflect when you came in and you...
然后你去教堂
you do all that.
都要做各式各样的仪式动作。
So people had a good look at Catholicism,
所以呢，人们就会很认真的看这些
but
经
maybe
卷，
not a good look at God.
可是呢，可能对神从来没有好好的看过。
All right, so we're going to look at this through Hebrew eyes.
那我们要从希伯来文化的眼光来
So
看。
God says, you want to be a worshiper? Great.
那神说好，如果你要做敬拜者，很好，
You've got a few hurdles to cover.
但是呢，你有一些要来了解的。
In the Garden of Eden, there were a bunch of trees.
在这个伊甸园里面呢，有一些树，
These trees
这些树木呢都会结果子。
This tree was called the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
这棵树呢叫做分别善恶树，
This tree was called the tree of life.
这棵树呢叫做生命树。
In Hebrew, this was the tree of Mot, M-O-T.
在希伯来文呢，这棵树呢分别善恶树叫做 mot，
This is the tree of Tam.
生命树呢叫做 tam 的树。
Tam means that
tam 的意思
the wholeness is overtakes the mess in your life.
就整全征服了生命的混乱。
This could translate into our words as functional or functioning properly.
或是呢，用我们的话来形容，就是能够发挥功用，合宜的发挥功用，
Functional.
发挥功用，
Works right.
就是你能够发挥的很好。
Over here, Mot
那这里这个 mot 呢，
is exactly the opposite. It says that
完全相
chaos
反，
overtakes what was God's.
就是呢，你的混乱呢，却征服了本来应该从神而来的。
So in this tree of good and evil
所以在这个
that
分
we
别善
were
恶树，
supposed to not eat from,
就是呢，是我们不该吃的这棵树。
what happened to us was dysfunction
如果我们吃了呢，就会失去功用，
entered into our lives. Dysfunction.
失能失去功用就变成我们生命的现象。
How did that play out? Well,
那这个画面是什么样子呢？
this idea of good and evil, we thought God had said all of the time, He said, I am, I am, I am.
神不断的说我是，我是，我是。
And suddenly we say, no,
突然呢，我们说不是
I am，
我才是，
I'm important.
我才重要，
I'm the one that can decide between good or evil.
我才是那个决定什么是善，什么是恶的那
Not
一
you,
位。
God.
神不是你来决定，是我来决定。
So we began to learn to judge.
于是呢，我们开始学习来判断、来审判。
But we judged from a dysfunctional DNA.
可是呢，我们审判的根源呢，却是一个失能的基因了。
Now, judging means then you think, oh, I don't judge. Oh, yes, you do.
那论断什么意思呢？你可能说你从来不论断，告诉你你会论断的，
Because you are a human being who is part of that tree line. Yes, you do.
因为呢，你是人类，你是已经在这棵树影响之下的人类，你
You
一定会
judge the
论
food
断
at。the restaurant.
譬如你去餐厅，你会判断这个食物好不好吃，
It's good or it's evil.
好吃不好吃，善恶。
You judge whether Japan is good or evil.
你决定你判断这个日本还是好还是不好，善或恶。
You judge whether or not you like my teaching style or not.
你在下面，你也在判断你到底喜不喜欢我教导的风格。
And I judge about your response.
那我也在判断你们的反应。
We really do want everything to be our way. It's I am.
因为呢，我们很希望每件事情呢都是我们的方式，就是我是，而不是他是。
Even the name Yahweh,
即便这个亚威这个名字，
it was unpronounceable because it was so different than fallen humanity.
因为亚威这个字呢，事实上也没有办法完全的发音，完全的说出神的名字，因为它跟我们人类的认知是很不一样的
The。Jews wouldn't even say Yahweh. They wouldn't say it.
犹太人甚至连亚伟都不会说，
They would say Adonai,
他们会说别的，比如说阿东奈，或是阿香，
or they would say the name above all names.
或者会说呢超乎万名之上的名，
But they could not say the word
但是他们不会说出这个字，
because he was holy.
因为呢他是圣洁的。
What does holy mean?
圣洁是什么意思？
Holy means totally different
圣洁呢就
than
是
you and I.
完全不一样，跟你我完全不同。
So I got a problem here because I'm infected with this stuff.
所以呢，这下有问题了，因为我已经是这个这样子的基因，这样子的模式了。
When Jesus prays his prayer in Matthew 5, he says, "Our Father who art in heaven."
当耶稣在马太福音主祷文，他说：“我们在天上的父，他祷告。”
He says, "Deliver us from evil."
他说呢，救我们脱离凶恶。
He says, "Deliver us from." Another phrase for this is the Yetzirah, which means deliver us from what?
意思呢，就是说救我们脱离 Yetzirah
is the name of this tree.
那脱离这个 Yetzirah 就是这棵树的名字。
And that's a picture of a twisted person.
而这个字的符号呢，是一个扭曲的人，还有一个眼睛。
Somebody who hasn't got a good look at God.
也就是呢，一个人呢，对神的眼光是不正确的。
When I lose who God is,
当我对神没有好的眼光，我就
I get all messed up.
我就一团乱。
So suddenly I become who I think I am. I think I'm a real judge of things.
所以呢，我开始觉得我自己是一个很
And so
棒的
I
可以判断所有事情的。
love people according to my judgment.
所以呢，我就照我的判断来决定要不要爱这些人。
I don't love like God loves. He says, love your enemy. And I go, good gravy, I can't do that.
我才不照神的方式来爱人。神说爱你的仇敌，我说算了，我根本不可能这样做。
So he says, hey, I want you to love with not your judgment, but with my judgment.
神说，我不用你用你的判断来爱，我要你用我
When
的
I
方式来
love this
爱。
way, I love you because you can do something for me.
当我用这个方式来爱的时候呢，我爱你是因为你能够为我做一些什么事。
So here I am. Can I have
所以呢，
Oh, it's warm. So here I am, and I find out that, what's your name? Michael. I find out that I'm a worship leader.
所以呢，假设呢，今天呢，我是一个敬拜主任，
And I
我发
find out
现
that Michael is a bass player.
Michael 的贝斯弹
And
得很
boy,
好
I really need a bass
啊，
player.
我现在正缺贝斯手，
So I want to show him a little love
所以呢，我要向他表达一点我的爱，
because I want him to come onto my team.
因为呢，我希望他加入我的敬拜团。
So I say, hey, Michael.
所以我说，哎呀
how you
，Michael，
doing? Hey,
你好吗？
hey, boss. Yeah. And I say, Michael, hey, what kind of coffee you like?
你喜欢什么样的咖啡啊？
What kind of food you
你
like?
喜欢吃什么啊？
What kind?
鸡肉。
chicken。
No problem. And I say, Michael,
我
let's
说
do this.
，Michael 来，
I'm going to buy you lunch.
我要请你吃午饭，
I'm going to buy you lunch.
我要请你吃饭，走。
I just like to spend some time with you, so I'm
我
going to buy
我
you
想要
some
跟你有一
lunch.
点时间，我们一起。
And so I hook him,
所以呢，我就把他勾住了，
and I just give a lot of attention to him. Oh, my.
然后给他很多的注意力，
And I spend lots of time looking at him and talking to him.
然后给他很多的时间跟他说
Because
话，
in
给
the
他注
back
意
of
力。
my mind,
因为在
I
我
want him on my worship team.
因为在我内心深处，我希望他进到我的敬
So I
拜
am
团。
loving, quote unquote, my neighbor.
所以呢，我在爱所谓的我的邻舍
But，I'm not loving him with God's love.
但是呢，我不是用神的爱来
I'm
爱
loving
他，
him with fallen love.
我用的是堕落的爱来爱他。
And then as it turns out, after I bought him lots of chicken,
然后在我给他吃了很多鸡肉之后呢，
and he is stuffed and no longer skinny,
他终于吃饱，而且不再瘦了。
he is now stuffed with chicken, and it turns out that somebody else from another church has been taking him out for chicken too.
然后呢，在他吃饱了鸡肉，这时候又有另外一个教会又来再请他吃鸡肉了。
And so he decides to go to their church,
然后他决定了去吃另外一边的鸡肉了。
and suddenly I have no interest in him anymore
然后突然间，我对他也就没兴趣了，
because he didn't meet my need. I don't love him.
因为他不再能够符合我的需要，所以我也不再爱他。
We mostly love like that.
我们常常就是用这样的方式在爱。
We love people that can do nice things for us.
我们爱那些呢，往往对我们很有帮助的人。
And when they stop doing nice things for us,
可是当他们对我们不再有好处，不再对我们有帮助的时候，
we cast them aside.
我们就把他们丢一边了。
This is where divorce comes from.
这就是离婚会发生的时候。
My wife, she got fat.
我太太现在变好胖。
She doesn't fit my need to have a skinny wife.
她现在不符合我想要有一个苗条妻子的要求了。
So I will cast her aside
所以呢，我要把她甩在一边，
because she failed to meet my need.
因为呢，她不符合我的期望了。
Or a woman says,
或者呢，也许一个女士会这么说：
my husband's lost his job
我的先生他丢工作了，
and I can't go to the mall now and shop
现
anymore.
在我不能再去逛街买东西了，
And I'm angry
那我很生气，
and cranky
而且呢，心情
and
不
won't
好
give，him kisses.
我也不想再亲他了，
I'll cast him aside.
我要把他甩到一边去。
That is not God's love.
这就不是神的爱。
God's love comes from this tree.
神的爱呢，是从那一棵树来的。
And whereas this kind of love has a hook in it,
这种分别善恶这种爱呢，是有一个钩子的爱
kind。of love that comes from a functional person in the kingdom
但是呢，
has no hook.
从神国度里面这已经恢复功能的人所发出来的爱呢，是没有钩子的。
I will love them even if they don't meet my need.
即便他们不满足我的需要，我还是会爱他们。
Think back to the ketubah. God said they did not meet my need, but I will not divorce them.
那我们来回想一下 Ketuba， 神说呢，虽然他们不符合我的需要，
They
但
cheated
是
on me.
我还是
They married a cow.
我不会让他们跟我分开。他们甚至愿意嫁给金牛犊，但是我还是愿意娶他们为妻。
But I will love them without a hook.
我要爱他们，不用钩子的来爱他们。
The Hebrew word for love that Jesus refers to
在希伯来文里面的爱，耶稣所用的这
in
个
that
爱呢
Matthew scripture
在马太福音
is the Hebrew word ahava.
这个爱呢，耶稣用的这个爱字就是希伯来文啊哈哈。
Ahava. Accent the end. Ahava.
重音在最后。
I pronounced it wrong for a long time, and then my Messianic rabbi said to me, "You're saying it wrong." So it's ahava.
我讲错很多年了，后来我的这个拉比老师告诉我应该是啊哈吧。
That says that I will love someone
在这里呢说呢，我要
whether or
爱
not they
人，
meet my need.
就是呢，不论他是否满足我的需要。
Now God is looking for worshipers
所以呢，神在找一个敬拜者，
that will love Him
是会爱神的。
whether or not He meets their need.
就不论呢他的满足是不是被满，他的需要是不是被满足，他都仍然会爱的。
Okay, now I get you till 5 o'clock, right? Is that right?
那我 yes，
I do. Do you want to take a break in a little bit, or do you want me just to go through?
大家是不是中间要休息一下
Do you have to go potty?
？Yeah，
Jerry said that a break would be good.
A break. Okay, we're gonna take a break in just a minute. Let me close this little section. That's all I need.
那我们现在呢有一点小小的结论，我们就休息
Turn
一
to
下。
Mark. Turn to Mark, please.
我们一起来看马可福音，
Mark.
马可福音，
And then we'll take a break.
然后我们就会休息一下。
That's what he wants. Okay, that's good, Mark. Mark 14.
马可福音14章。
Mark 14 verses 3 through 9. Everybody
3
read it
到
when you
9
get there.
节，我们一起来读来。耶稣在伯大尼长大麻风的西门家里坐席的时候，有一个女人拿着一玉瓶至贵的真拿达香膏来，打破玉瓶，把膏浇在耶稣的头上。有几个人心中很不喜悦，说：何用这样枉费香膏呢？这香膏可以卖30多两银子，周济穷人。他们就向那女人生气。耶稣说：由她吧，为什么难为她呢？她在我身上做的是一件美事，因为常有穷人和你们同在，要向他们行善，随时都可以，只是你们不常有我。他所做的是尽他所能的，他是为我安葬的事，把香膏预先浇在我身上。我实在告诉你们，普天之下，无论在什么地方传这福音，也要述说这女人所做的，以为纪念。
Okay, so the main thing here is that the kind of love that comes from Mat is a love that takes.
所以呢，这个从 March 这种分别善恶树来的爱呢，是要拿取的爱。
The kind of love that comes from God, ahava.
但从神来的这个爱呢，阿哈巴的爱呢，是要给的爱。
Michael, put down your books. Bring your chair and sit it right there.
把你的椅子搬到这里，坐在这里，坐到前面。
So we're going to act this out now.
那现在呢，我们要把这个画面呢表演出来。
This story is very, very popular at worship conferences.
这个故事呢，在很多敬拜特会都会提到。
The one thing I really like, the verse that I'm particularly interested in is
在这个经文里面，我特别喜欢的部分呢，就是在第9节。
It says
这里说
this is after she has come and put her oil on Jesus. She comes in and she sneaks in. Go ahead.
是这个玛利亚呢，她进来已经把这个膏油都浇灌完了之后
Jesus is teach.
然后耶稣呢，在当时呢，耶稣本来在教导。
That's it. Oh, this is the teaching like this.
他的教导是像这样
This is wrath teaching.
不一样的教导。
Okay. Let's train these. Here we go. Step across. There we go. Okay. So he's teaching. Yeah.
所以呢，耶稣在这里教导。
So he's teaching, and this woman comes up, and she is so in love with him
然后这位女人进来，她是这么的爱耶稣，
that she begins to pour water.
于是呢，她开始呢，她的香膏呢浇灌在耶稣身上。
She pours oil on his head.
她把整个香膏呢、膏油呢浇灌在耶稣的头上。
She pours oil on him.
把香膏浇在耶稣头上。
And all the people in the room laugh and say, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
那这里坐的
This was
每个人都
expensive
说不
oil.
该这样做，这个油很贵，香膏很
You shouldn't
贵
do that."
不应该这样做。
Jesus says, "Leave her alone.
让他做吧，
Leave her alone."
由他吧。
That's right.
很好，就是这样，做得很好。
And then he makes this profound statement. He says,
然后呢，耶稣就说了下面这句这么重要的话
"She didn't come to me to get anointed.
他来不是要从我得到恩膏，
She came to give
他来是给
anointing.
给他的膏油。
She chose to give to the king rather than constantly asking and taking.
他选择要献给君王，而不是不断的向君王要求。
This was an extraordinary moment.
这是一个非常不寻常的时刻。
His disciples had been with him for months and months and months, and none of them could see what had just happened.
他的门徒跟耶稣在一起这么久了，好几个月，但没有一个看得出来这究竟是怎么回事。
It was so profound for Jesus
这
that
件
he
事
said this.
对耶稣是这么重要，所以耶稣这么说。
Every place that the gospel is preached, even in May of 2015 at the Chinese Commission Intensive, this story will be told.
他说呢，不论福音传到哪里，即便到2015年5月的这个中文密集课程里面呢，这个故事也要被传讲。
Jesus recognized there had been a change in her.
因为耶稣看出在他里面这个改变，
She didn't come to beg.
他不再是来乞讨，
She basically said, "All I have, I give to you."
他是来对耶稣说：“我把我所有的都给你。”
Amen. Now, when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about what it means to be a worshiper who is a giver.
当我们回来呢，我们会更多谈谈关于敬拜者也是一位给予者这方面。
He will run home and take his different pants
那
on.
我们弟兄呢，会赶快回去换个衣服回来。
Thank you. You're excused.
谢谢。
Oh yeah, we'll remember. Yes, yes, yes. We'll remember.